All right. Welcome everyone to the Opportunity webinar, What is Coaching? I am Barbie Decker. Let me introduce myself. See, I said before we hit record that I had redone the presentation, but it did not upload. So the order in which I had things planned didn't pan out, but that's okay, you guys. My name is Barbie Decker. Let me tell you a little bit about myself before we begin this opportunity webinar, so you can have an idea of who you're listening to and why you should listen. I've been a coach since 2007, September 2007. I'm now a 2-time top 10 coach. I've been elite for 5 years in a row. There are only, I think, 3 other coaches in the whole network who have been elite for as long as I have. I was admitted into the Millionaire Club in my 4th year as a coach. I am a product of the product. I have won $10,000 for my physical transformation. And in my first business center, I'm an 11-star diamond coach, and I have 4 business centers. That said, let's go back to the other slides. And I have to tell you guys, I love that when we have technical difficulties or things mess up, it's good to roll with the punches. I mean, that happens in life. You know, this kind of threw me off a little bit, but this is going to happen to you in coaching, in anything that you do. Things are not always going to go as planned. And for me, that's always a lesson. What can I learn? What can I do differently? So thank you for being patient with me. What you'll learn in this webinar. Tonight, we're going to spend about 30 minutes talking about what coaching is, what it isn't, what the tools are that you need to succeed, what tools we have. We're going to talk about money. What are the costs involved with coaching? And finally, we're going to talk about how it's possible for busy people with full-time careers, and I am including stay-at-home moms, with busy careers and schedules to make this possible. You can have a full-time income or a part-time income as a coach. So first, I wanted for you to think about your present situation. Just think about where you are. And for the next 30 or so minutes, I really want to invite you guys just to dream. I mean, I think what I've realized, I guess the past few years, but I've been paying attention to it the last few weeks, is that people are afraid to allow themselves to dream, you know, to really say, what is it that I want? What do I want? So I know this woman who became a coach, and we were just getting started, and she was telling me how she has to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and she gets home at 8 or 9 o'clock at night, and she takes care of the dogs, the kids, the husband, and she's like, it's okay. I'm like, no, really, is it? I mean, because if you have to do that, it is okay, right? Like, what can you do? But you do have another option. So we have hundreds of examples, thousands of examples on our team of people who are living the life that they want. So I want you for the next 30 or so minutes to allow yourself to dream, to allow yourself and give yourself permission to say, you know what? I'd love to help people. I'd love to make a second income. I'd love to put a little bit of money aside. I'd love to make $10,000 a week. I'd love to make $100,000 a week. I'd love to be able to spend more time with my children, my husband, my wife, whatever that thing is for you. I want you to allow yourself to dream and give yourself that space to do so. So I gave you my credentials. And now allow me to tell you a little bit about my story. It was 2007. I had just been through truly the ringer of life. My dad had passed away. I had just gotten divorced after a 13-year relationship. I know I look young, but I'm not that young. I'm actually 40. And I had just finished my PhD. I have a PhD in French literature. I had just started my work as a university professor. I was feeling gross in my skin, and it sounds like such a strong word, but really I remember one day being in the shower. I was in France. It was right before I started my Beachbody journey, and just getting out of the shower, not even being able to bear to look at myself. And I know that there are people on this call that can relate to that. So that's why I'm sharing that. And I one day was walking down the street and I saw my ex-husband and his girlfriend who had lost a significant amount of weight. And I was like, oh my gosh, whatever she did, I want to do this. And so I went online and I bought P90X. You've all heard of P90X, I'm sure. I bought P90X and I actually started with Slim and Six. And I made a decision. I mean, it was a decision. I said on August 1st, the day that I am moving to Dallas. So I chose my start date on a date that I was moving with my two dogs by myself to Dallas to become a professor. And I didn't care. I mean, that day I got to my new apartment. I went to buy some eggs. I had a few bars, which are not even good for you, but I didn't know that at the time. And I just made some eggs in the microwave and I bought some veggies and I just did my program on my computer. When you are determined, nothing can stop you. Nothing can stop you. And then 6 weeks later, I had lost 11 pounds, 14 inches. I didn't look pregnant anymore. And I just got my self-confidence back. I decided to become a coach because I wanted to help people. And I wanted to tell everyone and anyone that would listen to me that this program worked, that these products worked, that I knew a solution. I mean, I had been dieting for pretty much since I was 14. I remember waking up when I was 14 and saying to myself, I'm fat. And that was the beginning of how many years? 20 something years of dieting up and down. And finally I felt like I had found something that worked and I just wanted to share that. I didn't become a coach with the intention of starting a business. I even told one of my coach friends, who was my very first coach, I said, we're never going to make any money with this. And, it's wrong to make money. Well, I've since changed my mind and I cannot imagine doing anything else. Eventually in my I can't remember if it's my third or fourth year. It was my third year. I decided to leave my job as a professor so that I could coach full time. Why? It wasn't because of the money. It was because I truly, truly found something that fulfilled me. And yes, actually, it was also because of the money, because I was putting whatever I could away for my 401k. I was 35, 36 years old, and I was on a sabbatical, so I got half a salary, and my paycheck for the month was $1,000. And at the time, that's how much I was making as a Beachbody coach. Maybe I was making more as a Beachbody coach. I don't remember exactly, but I just thought, you know what? I don't feel fulfilled. I feel so much pressure to do something that I'm not even that awesome at. Like, I wasn't good at the research. I was a good teacher, but I wasn't a good researcher. And I just felt so passionate about Beachbody. And I said, I'm doing this. Oh, okay. Now I remember. I was making $20,000 to $30,000 a month. And the reason that I remember this was because before I resigned, I had a conversation with the chair of my department, and I'm like, I don't need this job. I don't want this job. I'm not happy. And I remember telling her that I had found something where I was making $20,000 or $30,000 a month. And I think she thought I was crazy, but that's okay. Anyway, I made the decision to make Beachbody coaching my business. And you fast forward, I got into the Millionaire Club, so I made at least $1 million with Beachbody in my fourth year. After that, it just grows. I am a 7-figure yearly earner, you guys, and this is not impossible. We have so many coaches on our team who are making 6 figures. We have 4 people, team members in the Millionaire Club. And, what would an extra $500 a month do for you? What would $500 a week do for you? What would $1,000, whatever that is for you, whatever that number is for you, what difference would it make in your life? And I posted these pictures because this is what, I don't know if you get a feeling from these pictures, but this is what my life feels like. I'm able to travel where I want, when I want. In 2 weeks, we're going to Israel and going away for 10 for 10 days. This year we've been to Mexico 3 times. We were able to visit with my mom to Ecuador in April. I just offered my mom her ticket. She wants to go away for the holidays, and I just offered her ticket. We're able to do things for the people that we love. When you have a giving heart, but you don't have that money in your pocket, you're able to give and to give freely. And it's just such an amazing feeling to be able to take care of the ones that you love. So why am I a coach now? I love it. I love the fact that I get to pay it forward. And I get to help other people on the team do the same thing. And this is what we as a team are about. So that's my little life in a nutshell. And I'm going to be sharing some other stories with you in just a second, right here. This is one of our other team members. Her name is Amy Silverman. Isn't she so beautiful on the right? It's not that because she's chubby on the left, that she's not beautiful, but you can just see the joy in her face. And I just got goosebumps because she's such a free spirit. She gets to travel all over the world. And the person on the right is not like the person on the left. I think she's lost about 30 pounds. I know that when I met her, she's on our team. I didn't bring her into the business, but when I met her, she was working 40 hours a week. And she was in school full time. She was deeply in debt, and she just felt like she had to live somebody else's design, by somebody else's design. Like she didn't fit into the mold, into that box that people wanted to put, that society wants to put you in. And so she just went for coaching. She made it happen. And last year she was a top 10 coach. She got to visit Italy. She makes well into 6 figures now. And the most important thing is that she's truly found her purpose. So this is a picture of her on the left. I think she was in Belize. She could have been in Costa Rica. And this is Amy and her husband, Kevin, on the right. So now they're truly living the life that they want. And they have an awesome team. They are part of an awesome team. And we're just so proud of them. So we truly come in all shapes and sizes. These are, some of the people some of the coaches on the team. It doesn't matter if you're skinny, fit, overweight, if you're young or old, if you're a stay-at-home mom, if you're a fitness competitor, if you're in the military, if you are in corporate America, in academia, a doctor, a nurse, a health professional, whatever it is, everyone on our team, we have all sorts of people on our team. The idea is, do you want to help someone else? And do you want to help yourself? So we're going to talk about the myths of what it is, what some of the myths are about being a coach. Before we come on to this first myth, I want to tell you what is a coach? A coach is someone that wants to help other people, that wants to take charge of their own fitness, of their own health, and someone that is committed to themselves and committed to other people. What do we do as coaches? So I always tell people my role is twofold, and you can do one of these one of these or both. Well, the first thing is if you just want to help your customers get started on their fitness with a challenge pack, which we'll talk about in a minute, so a fitness program and Shakeology, you can do that. And you can have a small business where you're just helping your customers get in shape. That's totally great and honorable and awesome. If you truly want to build a business like I have, like Amy has, like hundreds and thousands of coaches in the network have done, you also want to help other people get started as a coach. And I have to admit to you guys, I flippin' love to build a team. Today I welcomed someone on the team, Christine. She is someone that left corporate America and decided that she wanted something more, that she deserved something better. So she left her job and she just decided to become a coach. And this was today, this was like 2 hours ago. And I'm just so excited to help another human being find purpose in their life, really help someone else, and build their business. Like that actually gives me fulfillment. In addition to helping my challengers get started with their journey. This month, for example, P90 is one of the programs that just came out last month. P90 just came out. A lot of us are running a challenge group based around that program. And it's such a great feeling to see, to feel like I'm helping people but I'm talking about myself because I'm doing this challenge group too. It's such an awesome feeling to know that I'm helping someone get started on their journey. So for me, the fulfillment and the money comes from both building a team, which I love, and helping my challengers. So that's what a coach does. So myths. The first myth is that you have to be ripped or you have to be fit to coach other people. And that is just simply not true. This is a picture of my coach, Erin Wester. And, she's on her journey. She is a product of the product. I think she's doing 21 Day Fix right now. That's the name of the program. I'm not sure. And she uses psychology. She's not where she wants to be. And she gave me these pictures and said, you can show this because I'm not a supermodel. I'm not where I want to be, but I want to help myself and I want to help other people. And she's making several $1,000s per week as a Beachbody coach. And I have to tell you, she's been working so hard. And she has a full-time job. Her goal, maybe I shouldn't talk about it here, so I don't know if I have permission, but I know that she wants to earn a 6-figure income. So Erin is doing amazing, and she's not where she is, but she's on her way to being where she wants to be with her fitness. And you can be there too. So I know that we've invited some of our challengers, and you may be listening, and you may still have 30, 40 pounds to lose. One thing I will tell you, if you want to succeed as a coach, you do have to commit to using the product and to having a story, to being a product of the product. That is the key to your success. The next myth is you don't have extra time to take anything else on. Well, let me tell you, that's a myth. This is Wayne Wyatt. He's an orthodontist. He has 4 practices, and this is his lovely wife, Anita. They have 6 children, and they recently adopted a little boy with special needs. And he was also the top coach for 2 years in a row. He is one of the members on our team who is in the Millionaire Club, sponsored by one of my coaches, Josh. So if you want to be successful, you can create the time. Remember this, Oprah has 24 hours in a day. Albert Einstein had 24 hours in a day. Tony Robbins has 24 hours in a day. It's all a matter of how you block your time and what you decide to make a priority. I've seen it happen daily, you guys. People all over the company with super busy lives and, kids and just stuff happening, they make it happen. The next myth is that you have to be a salesperson in order to succeed. This is Lauren. She's a military wife, and she's not a salesperson, and she's thought the same thing. And she's also been top 10. I think she's top 10 this year as well. It's not over yet, so I don't know, but I know she was top 10 last year. And it's about helping people, helping someone else live a better life, helping yourself live a better life. And what we're doing is sharing about this opportunity that Beachbody presents, and we're sharing about, what the products are. Like I said, when I became a coach, I didn't mean to do it for the money. I simply wanted to scream from the top of a rooftop, oh my God, I found something that works. So how many times do you recommend a movie, a restaurant? It's kind of the same thing, only you are earning an income as a result of your recommendation. Another myth is that only people who got in early make any money. This is Kenna, and she has been a coach for just a little bit over 2 years. She's making several $1,000s a week. She didn't get in early. So, I smile when people say that this is the case. That you have to have gotten in early in order to be successful, because when I became a coach, I did get in quote unquote early. When I became a coach, there were absolutely no tools in place for us. We didn't have a system. We had to make things up. So I personally know, not even think, that in order for, that you're coming in at a perfect time because we have all the tools, we have all the systems, we have all the training in place that you need in order to be successful. So you can actually cut your time that it took me, to get to the point where I am by half. It just depends on your work ethic and how badly you want it. And finally, this is me again. I feel like it's been like me. I hope it's not coming off that way, you guys. But I'm like, my team or my challenger. So I really, really hope it's not coming off like that, because we truly are a team, and we really do have such an awesome system of support. So the next thing is, I can't afford to get started. If you feel this way, let me tell you that when I signed up in 2007, I put my coaching fee on the credit card because I even though I was a professor, I had so many student loans that I couldn't afford. I just didn't have the cash available for this. So if it means that you don't get your Starbucks coffee, or that you say you need to save for a month or 2 months in order to become a coach, it is so worth the investment. And just see, where can you cut back, or do you need to put this on a credit card in order to get started? For me, it was the best decision that I could have made. So those are some of the myths. Now, I want to give you some tips on being a successful coach. Maybe you're ready to get started or you're on board, but I want you to keep these tips in mind as you proceed. So the first thing is, accept 100% responsibility for your success. If you fail, if you succeed, anything that happens, right? I'm not talking about like hurricanes or, getting hit by a car or something like that, or, winning the lottery, right? I'm talking about things that happen. Your success and your failure, they're up to you. Don't look at other people that you can blame. This is true with anything, you guys. You are responsible for your success. So don't look at your sponsor. Don't look at, your husband, your wife, your children who may be screaming or, don't support you in this. If you want to succeed, it's 100% up to you. What you do have is you have all the tools that you need to succeed, right? So in that sense, we as a team and your sponsor, he or she is going to do her part, but you have to take 100% responsibility for your role. The next thing, I love this, and I was just actually listening to the book Failing Forward. See mistakes as an opportunity to grow. Failure is inevitable, says John Maxwell. He said that this morning to me. You are going to fail. What differentiates a person who's successful from someone who's unsuccessful is their perspective. Like, how are you viewing your mistakes? Are you going to make mistakes when you become a coach? Absolutely. I make them all the time, and somehow I've managed to make 7 figures a year, you guys, because I'm always looking for the gift. I'm always looking for the opportunity to grow from something that I did. Next tip is, look at successful coaches and ask yourself, why not me? Yeah, why not you? So I see that sometimes coaches get jealous of other coaches, or they're like, oh, that'll never be me, and they'll have a pity party. No, look at success. It's all around you, and say to yourself, if they did this, I can do this too. Next tip, understand that to succeed, you have to empower others as well as yourself. What does this mean? It's not all about, as you go through your coaching and, you're thinking, okay, I want to make $500 a week. I want to make $1,000 a week. I'm going to have to help, 5 people. I'm going to have to help 7 people do this or do that. Don't forget why you got into this. Yes, if you want to make money, great. And you should make money. You deserve to make money. But remember to truly, truly care about other people, to empower other people. And who was it that said, I think it was Jim Rohn, when you help enough people get what they want, you will get what you want. that gives me goosebumps, because that is also where the joy and the fulfillment lie in what we do. Are you guys still there? I'm talking fast. So this is a little picture of our team, although we have thousands of people on our team, almost 17,000 people. But we got a group shot. I love this shot. It's so fun. We have a system to help you succeed. So what are some of the benefits to our system? So Beachbody gives you 25% in world-class fitness programs and products. So you get 25% of all your products pretty much. Tony Robbins just said, if you want to accelerate your success, cut your learning rate in half, step on the shoulders of giants, right? Learn from people who have a system that works, who have already the success that you want. This is what we have on our team, the Empire. We have hundreds. I don't even know how many exactly, but we have literally almost probably 1,000 diamonds and above. So you can speed up your success rate because you don't have to go at this alone. When you become a coach, you also increase your own fitness results because you want to be accountable. This is the reason why many people become coaches, and this is the reason I became a coach too, part of the reason that I knew that I was going to be like a role model. And even though I wasn't in shape, fully in shape, I had lost some weight, but I became a coach and I was like, okay, I got to take myself seriously. I have to take my fitness seriously. And I have to admit, I was smoking once in a while. And the day that I became a coach, I was like, I can't smoke. I have to be a role model. And I stopped. And I've never touched a cigarette since. I literally remember it was September 2007. Another benefit is that creating income can reduce stress in your life while you're helping other people. I remember literally staying up at night wondering, how the heck am I going to pay off this debt? I had so much debt, and I know how debt can just overwhelm you. So another benefit to our system is that you can go at your own pace. If you have 5 hours a week, 7 hours a week, you decide, if you're going to get up at 5 a.m. to get in your coaching activities, or you're going to do it at 10 o'clock at night, or between your lunch hour, or 3 times a day for 20 minutes, you can do that. We have a 30-day online boot camp in order to help you get started. When you sign up with your sponsor, he or she will mentor you through this process. In addition to being part of our team, the Empire, we have a private Facebook group just for our team members. We have weekly team calls. We do all sorts of training. Right now we're doing, this won't mean anything to you, but we're doing an Emerald to Diamond boot camp to help our coaches advance in rank. We have other weekly Zoom calls. We really do have so many systems, so much support, and so many documents in place. Another benefit, which is kind of, I feel like I've already said it, is that this gives you the power of building your business on a part-time basis. You don't have to leave your current situation in order to get started. You can do this part-time. And the thing that I love maybe the most is that you learn to dream again. I love that. I love that. I love that our coaches and the people, our coaches and our customers are learning how to dream again, because, I know a lot of people thought this is it. This is all you're going to do. But that's not the truth. So, okay. Thanks for the encouraging words in the chat box, you guys. I thought I was all by myself. AnyMeeting is constantly changing stuff on us. So I'm not able to see all the attendees right now. And so it was a little bit weird. All right. Oh, see? Okay. Now I'm okay. Okie dokie. Let's talk about, what would the cost be for all these features? If you were to go out there and hire a personal trainer, I have a friend who hired a personal trainer, a world-class personal trainer, 3 times a week for a month. It was costing him $2,000 per month. If you were to go to a nutritionist, you would pay $250 for one consultation. How do I know? Because I did it. I've done it. A whole food quality meal replacement to supplement gaps in your diet, about $135 per bag. And when I did this presentation, I had just come back from Tony Robbins. I literally spent $9,995 for 5 days of training. So people have paid well over $6,000 to get what we're about to offer you. So what are your two or some of the options for you to sign up and get started as a coach, and what do you get? Well, I can tell you that you get a fitness in this particular, the Showcase Challenge Pack. You get 3 programs. Number 1, the best-selling program to date, 21 Day Fix, comes with these cute little containers that will teach you portion size, T25 and P90X3. You'll get a monthly supply of Shakeology, which is that whole food meal replacement. You get a 30-day free trial membership to the Team Beachbody Club, which I love because you can actually do customized meal plans. And when I was starting on my journey, I so needed that. You also get your Business Starter Coach Welcome Book. The first month's business service fee is waived. You get websites that are yours forever as long as you're a coach. They're free websites, right? Not free websites. You pay $15 a month after that. So $15.95 per month after your first month. And you get all these cool tools. Your one Shakeology taste sampler. So there are 4 packets. So you can taste and see what flavor you like. You can sell them. You can give them away. You get 5 tote bags so you can get started with your business. This is really cool. You get a lot of cool stuff. You get a Shakeology welcome guide so that you can share with other people. And you get the product catalog so you can share, again, with other people when you're talking to friends and family and people that you just get to know about Beachbody. And all that for $295. I can tell you that Shakeology alone with the coach discount is $100 about. And then each of these programs, I mean, I know that if you add everything up, it would be at least $500. And it's saying, you know, the big X on the $4,000 is because when you decide to become a coach, you're joining the empire. You're joining this amazing team that has all these leaders, that has all this success. And you would be, with your sponsor, you would be having weekly calls and you'd be part of the online training when you start out as a coach. And there is no cost for that. You're not paying for that. And remember, I paid $10,000 to see Tony Robbins in a room of 2,000 people for 4 or 5 days. It was totally worth it. And here you get all these things plus a part of our amazing team, and you get access to all the training for only $295. If I could have done this, I would have done this back then. Your other option is the challenge pack. So you get 1 fitness program, and you also get Shakeology. So each program comes with a workout DVD, a comprehensive nutrition guide, a quick start guide on working. The quick start guide is for your nutrition and your workouts. You get a workout calendar. And I remember when I first started with Slim and Six, I put my little calendar up and I would put like an X every time that I did a program that motivated me so much. You also get the 30-day trial membership in the Team Beachbody Club, which I've already spoken about. And I haven't spoken much about Shakeology, but I have to tell you, it is the backbone of our business, you guys. It's such an amazing product. I actually just had it right before. And if you don't believe me, I'm going to show you my little webcam with my empty cup. I had it. I didn't mix it well. Oh my gosh. There's like a piece of Shakeology there. But anyway, I personally, okay, that's enough webcam for you guys. I love it. In the morning, I'm busy making my fiance's foods for the day, which I love to do. But that means that I don't really feel like eating in the morning, so I just have a Shakeology. And I know customers and coaches who have lost weight with it, who, you know, when they're traveling, it's such a perfect meal replacement. If you want to lose weight, it's the perfect meal replacement. And like I said, it's the backbone of our business. It's Shakeology that's going to give you residual income, you guys. So instead of, like, let's say you sell a P90X, right? You make $30. But if you have someone who is on Shakeology, you're making that $30 every single month. And the same thing with, well, every time you add a new customer, right, you're also making an additional $30. So it adds up. When Shakeology first came out in 2009, I was making $3,500 a month. A year later, my income went up to $17,000 a month as a result of, Shakeology and just promoting something that I truly believed in, that I knew was making a difference in our lives. So if you come on board, you guys, it's just a must. So why $140 to $205? Because different programs cost different things. So like the 21-day fix. Oh, somebody tell me what the answer is. I think it's $160 for the 21-day fix. Yeah, I was right. $60 for the 21-day fix. And then some of the programs are $205 for the challenge pack, and I can't even tell you which one right now because I can't remember. But anyway, the cheapest challenge pack is anywhere, depending on the sale, from $140 to $205. Okay, so I actually have to confess to you that when I decided to become a coach, I was so afraid to get involved in some kind of like pyramid thing that I was like, okay, I'm going to do this just because there's a money back guarantee. Not only is there a 30-day, no questions asked money back guarantee, also you can cancel at any point. If you decide this is really not for me, you can decide to not be a coach and there is no penalty, and that's really okay. It happens. This is not for everybody, and we only want to keep you if you want to be with us. So there is zero risk. Now, the question is, when is the right time to get started? Tomorrow never comes, you guys. And if, my words of advice would be, if you're not satisfied with where you are right now, what did Albert Einstein say? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. Well, maybe it's time to do something different, but only you, if you're in school full time, but you know what I was going to say? No, because this was the case with Amy. Amy was in school full time. She was working full time. She was coaching and she made it happen. And now she's making over 6 figures. So only you can decide if this is the right time for you. But if you keep doing the same thing and you're getting and the same results, maybe it's time to do something different. So the question is, what are you going to choose? What are you going to decide to do? We would love to have you join our team. Hope is not a strategy. I love that. Action is a strategy. Joining our team is a strategy. And truly, we are here to help. And we're ready to help you get started, you guys. So please make sure to contact the coach who invited you to this webinar now. If they know that you attended, they're going to be following up with you. I'm so happy that you were on this call. I'm happy to spend 5 minutes, just 5 minutes, answering any questions that you can possibly think of. And there are no tough questions. I actually love the tough questions, so you can hit me. But really, we only have 5 minutes because this is going to sound funny, but one of my nails broke and I have to fix it. So Sandra, I see that you're there. Hey friends. So the vegan options, yes, we have the chocolate and the tropical strawberry, and I love the tropical strawberry. And that's what I just had. I had it with almond milk, a teaspoon of cashew, and half a banana, which I never have banana, but I felt like having that and it was so good. All right. Another question, anyone? Diana also had her Shakeology right now. So Sandra is asking, how do you train people? We mentioned it a little bit. We have a 30-day online boot camp, right? So you'd be part of our next boot camp, which starts next month. But in the meanwhile, Sandra, since I invited you to this webinar, when you would sign up, we would give you homework, right? This is true for anyone else. We would give you homework. You guys would get homework in our welcome letter, and then we'd set up a time to do our Getting Started Right training. And as long as you do the weekly homework, we have a call. And during that weekly call, we focus on what the next action steps are in order to help you get started with your own challenge group. And over the next 30 days and through the years, you'll know and you'll continually learn how to invite people to the opportunity, both for the business and the fitness part. But we don't train people like as in, personal trainers. That's why the programs are there. Celia, you said, my daughter's a coach under someone else. If I sign up under you, can she come with me? Can she come along? No, she cannot. And I would definitely speak to your daughter. I don't want her to get mad at you or mad at me. And I never recommend that people do that. If they're with someone else, they have the tools and resources. And I want to make sure that, one of the things that's flip and love about our team is that we are super ethical, and I wouldn't want to take anybody else's business away. And to do that, she would need to cancel 6 months. But really, like, the tools are there, so she can succeed. And, if it means that you make the decision to go with your daughter, and I'm just expanding on it. But if you make the decision to go with your daughter, I totally understand. And if you make the decision to come with me, I totally understand too, because it would be a business decision. So it's up to you. Okay, 1 or 2 more questions, you guys. Come on. Last question. Sandra, great question. Is there a minimum people that you need to enroll? No, you don't even have to enroll anyone, right? Like I said, you can just earn commissions, and if you're happy with that, great. Or you can enroll 2 people. So, okay, actually, the answer to your question is a little more complicated. The first rank advancement that is going to make you eligible to receive a team cycle bonus, so basically to earn money from what other people do, and what's going to allow you to get free customer leads would be to sign up a minimum of 2 people, right? So for me, it was my first coach ever. And then the second person was actually my ex-husband. I just asked him if I could use his social security number, and, he bought the product, and that was it. Like, that's what I did. But that's not how you can build a solid business, right? You got to keep building. Like, now we have 17,000 people on the team, and you benefit from what other people do. So let's say you signed up your first challenger, and that person could be a rock star, and they bring 1,000 people in eventually. You would benefit from that once you're an Emerald and above coach. Okay, last question. I keep saying last question, and that's it. I love these questions, by the way. Okay, you guys. So thank you so much for your time. And again, I apologize that I started a few minutes late. I could not upload the presentation. It was going wild on me, and it kept saying error, and then it turned out to be the old presentation. But please make sure to contact the coach who invited you. Thank you so much for your time. I sincerely hope that you join the team, because we are amazing, and we're doing such amazing and great things, you guys. We hope that you are a part of this change that we're creating in the world. Thank you so much, you guys. Have an awesome day.